you know how to do this, you can reorganize the constitution of your system in the presence of a linga.
Those who've seen my previous episodes will know that I am on a journey to cover all 12 Jyotirlingas in India since last year. So this chance to visit Rameshwaram in Tamil Nadu's Ramanathapuram district was among my triggers to sign up with Isha Sacred Walks for this beautiful 6-day trip. The southernmost Jyotirlinga at Rameshwaram, the Ramanatha Swami Temple, and that's our next destination. Part of the holy Char Dham or the 4-temple circuit, the Ramanatha Swami Temple represents Treta Yuga as defined by Adi Shankaracharya. Now, what does that mean? That this powerful Shivalingam has its origins in the Treta Yuga, which is also the divine epoch when Lord Ram was alive. And believe it or not, the lingam here is believed to have been consecrated by none other than Lord Ram himself.
This is the one.
Exhausted, but I'm still reveling in the experience of the sacred waters from the wells in the temple. It's dinner time now, and we have yet another incredible spread. We had gone straight for darshan. The initial plan was for tomorrow morning, but it was advanced due to the visit of dignitaries to the temple.
Just back from Rameshwaram temple, had a beautiful darshan. Took bath in all the sacred wells, 22 wells and all. Beautiful it was. Couldn't take the phone with me, so no documentation.
But tomorrow is another day, and a few of us managed to squeeze in time and get another darshan. And welcome to day 5.
Just stepping out, and I think people are already gathered there.
We are all set for a powerful group meditation at the beach. And not any beach, but the southernmost tip of Rameshwaram, the very famous Dhanushkodi. The place where Lord Ram is believed to have asked his troops to build a bridge to Lanka, the Ram Setu.
Not sure if we'll get to see the sunrise. You can see it's pretty cloudy over there. But it feels really lovely. It's very windy too. Looks like we found a place in the distance to sit. That's wonderful.
Okay, it's a place where two oceans are meeting. The currents can be very deceptively strong.
And that's the Arachal Munai, the meeting point of Bay of Bengal and the Gulf of Mannar, an inlet of the Indian Ocean. And at the moment, we are actually on the closest landmass in India to Sri Lanka.
Meditation by the sea, and now it was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. How was it?
Dhanushkodi used to be a bustling town until a cyclone hit it in 1964 and was declared unfit for living. Tourists flock in not only because of its geographical and historical significance, at times also to explore its ghost town.
So we are passing by the House of Kalam. So this is where we are staying. Name of the hotel is Daivik.
Back at the hotel, we were given around 90 minutes to ourselves. And for me, it was a no-brainer. I simply had to go back and see the Jyotirlinga once more.
A crazy attempt to go to the temple one more time. It's 10 o'clock. I have company.
We managed to get a guide who made access easy for us. My desire was to pause and explore this majestic corridor to my heart's content, but no such luck. We had to rush.
This is the longest corridor in any of the temples.
Yes, and it is among the 3 long corridors here. The oldest dates back to the 12th century and houses the main deity, and the absolute showstopper is the one with a whopping 1212 pillars, the longest ever temple corridor in the world. Just look at how stunning they look, and thanks to Christoph, my co-traveler, for the amazing photos.
How much is special darshan?
100. Quick darshan is 200.
So special darshan is 100, quick darshan is 200. I think we ended up paying quite a lot more. We have been given this. He's taking us for a special darshan.
Both the names Rameshwaram and Ramanathan, that is Ram's Ishwaran or Rama's Nathan, points to the deity Bhagwan Ram prays to, that is Lord Shiva. As per the legend, Lord Rama, on his return from Lanka with Sita Devi, wanted to worship Lord Shiva and beg his forgiveness for killing his devotee Ravana. He apparently sends out his arrows and creates freshwater wells in and around the city as one mark of his atonement. Some say it is also for Sita Devi to quench her thirst. 22 of these sacred wells are within the temple compound, which is where we all took bath yesterday.
That's flowers for the darshan.
Ram also asked Hanuman to bring a Shivalingam, some say from Himalayas and others say Kashi, and the devout Hanuman immediately sets out. Since Agastya Muni points out that the auspicious time is soon ending and Ram gets pacey, Sita Ma creates a lingam from sand. Lord Ram does the Abhishekam or purifying rituals of this lingam, and the moment the water touches it, it gets turned into stone. And this is the main deity known as the Ramalingam. The very reliable Hanuman, meanwhile, comes back with the lingam, and this also gets installed as the Vishwalingam. And it is said that Rama wanted the Vishwalingam to be worshipped first.
This is the Devi temple.
This divine space, which was in the form of a small hut, got converted into a temple by around the 12th century by the then rulers.
The East Gopuram. We were just saying it makes sense to negotiate. We were walking towards the sea.
We are headed towards Agni Tirtham, 5 minutes away on the east side of the temple. This is ideally the first stop. Devotees normally take a dip here at this beach before going in for the 22 wells dip and the darshan.
I was worried about not getting a good darshan yesterday, and that now is completely gone.
Agni means fire, and the legend goes that when Sita Devi walked into fire to prove her innocence, Agni Dev, the god of fire, had to then wash off his own sin of having touched the goddess. He is believed to have bathed in the sea and offered his prayers to Lord Shiva, and thus Agni Tirtham.
Today is my mom's death anniversary, and I'm really thankful that I got to come to Rameshwaram exactly on that day, touch the sea and experience his divinity once again on this day. So very great. Huh? 150 Oma.
100 தான் போவோம் எப்பயுமே நீங்க வந்து உண்மையை விட்டுருவாங்க.
Okay.
We get back to the hotel and immediately start for Madurai.
So starting from Rameshwaram, after a beautiful stay at a beautiful hotel,
But on the way, there is a much awaited stop.
and it's a beach over there. And I suppose a lot of people are gonna go in and take a dip. It's pretty lovely actually. A lot of people are taking baths. I think that's an option. It's around half an hour to 40 minutes drive from the Ramnath temple. It's midday, but sun is not too high, so it's pretty pleasant and very windy and nice to walk around.
As we pack to leave for Madurai, yet again on time and without any deviation from the schedule, lunch is neatly packed and served to us.
So today's lunch is packed, very neatly packed, very elaborate as well.
As we move on to Madurai, we realize Rameshwaram has had a lasting impact on many of us.
The Rameshwaram temple, meeting Jyotirlingas. After the Tirthapul, like when you Tirthapul, and that vibration and going inside to see Shiva, it was like, I can't explain that. I'm getting goosebumps.
The ocean. Yeah. So I dived into the ocean and kept her swimming.
For me, it was Rameshwaram probably. Yeah, like being
The sacred well.
pouring the water from 22 sacred wells over us was like so powerful.
Right.
It was my favorite moment.
You know the 22
Rameshwaram. Rameshwaram.
is a special experience.
The Jyotirlinga was very powerful and energetic,
Okay.
and I enjoyed it a lot.
Okay.
It was very nice.
The first time I have experienced the 22 times you put Tirthams, so that was the first.
Rameshwaram. I think in general the architecture is just beautiful. It is very unique. to this area to Rameshwaram temple.
For me, the darshan today was the icing on the cake of this entire trip.
For me, the highlight of this whole trip was the fact that I got to go to Rameshwaram temple one more time. And it just goes to show, if there is an intent, a thought that comes your way, just go for it. Don't hesitate. Don't think twice. Just go for it.
While editing, I was amazed at the number of times I kept saying one thing and at very different points after today's darshan.
Very, very happy. I can't stop smiling. I'm just very happy. Feeling very happy. Very, very happy. I feel extremely, extremely happy because I finally feel that I got to see him.
Such is the impact of Ramanathan Swami. This trip continues to Madurai and I have an even longer one to all the Jyotirlingas in India. Do subscribe and I hope you will join me in this seeking.